This musical is based off of the book by Jonathan Ukage, and the music is by Bill Francoeur, with lyrics by Scott DeTurk, with additional lyrics by Bill Francoeur. We hope you enjoy watching this production as much as we have enjoyed putting it up. Now, Mrs. DeMars will please say a few words.
Alice at Wonderland, with her latest and smartest phone in hand. Alice at Wonderland, she is reading and texting in a whirl. When out of the blue comes, oh, you know who, to push all the buttons of this girl, taking her down into another world that shakes and morphs and shrinks and dwarfs like Alice at Wonderland. Beyond anything that she has planned, Alice at Wonderland seems so busy, leaves her in a tizzy, too dizzy to understand. Alice at Wonderland, way beyond anything that she has planned. Alice at Wonderland, reading creatures and characters bizarre, with clocks madly spinning, cats slyly grinning, no GPS says where you are, eggs getting cracked and instructions getting hacked. In fact, even the doors react to Alice at Wonderland. No .net, no .org, and no .com, just Alice at Wonderland. Thinking her way while acting with a plum, she takes a stand, she is Alice at Wonderland.
It has everything. Blazing speed, unlimited text, and talk. Well, sure it has apps. What's the use of a smartphone without apps?
Oh, Zero, dear, I shall be late.
Ugh, hold on a sec. Hey, can you pipe down? I'm on the phone.
I'm late.
Seriously? Take it down a notch. Hey, are you still there? Great. Now my phone's dead. Thanks a lot, Rabbit.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Bunny, do you know where I can recharge my phone?
Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting.
Is there a cafe close by, somewhere I could plug it in? What's your rush, Rabbit? Lost in the woods, no phone, no GPS. This must be how the pioneers felt. And now, just fabulous. It looks like rain. Oh, what an ugly storm. Hey, Bunny, I'm talking to you. Why don't you slow down? What's this?
What's it look like?
A rabbit hole. Is it safe?
Safe enough.
I should Google it.
No time.
Yeah.
It's a wicked long fall.
Yeah. Our tears stand up.
I seem to be falling.
Down, down,
In fact, I'm sure I'm falling.
down, down.
There seems to be no end. Echo!
Echo, 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 echo.
Alice!
Alice.
I must be getting somewhere near the center. That's like 4,000 miles down. I'd be really far from home, and I bet the reception's awful down here. What luck, no power and no service. Ugh, Verizon is the worst. I'm still falling. When will it end? I see the bottom. Where am I? Where have I landed? Is this New Zealand or Australia?
The Hall of Strange Doors. Bless you. Bless you, bless you.
Thanks. Hey, doors aren't supposed to talk.
And young girls aren't supposed to sneeze.
Without covering their yappers.
I must have caught cold in that ugly storm. Say, I wonder where your doors might be.
Locked. Locked.
Locked.
Well then, how am I supposed to get out of here?
I don't know, not my problem.
Where did this come from? Maybe this key will open one of you.
Not me.
Not I. Not us.
Well then, I'll just have to break one of you down.
Awful girl.
That would hurt.
How unladylike.
Which one of you shall it be?
He's best. No, she's best. I'm really much too sturdy.
What about me?
What about you?
It's my secrets that the key unlocks. Oh, thank heavens. That was close.
This girl's cray-cray.
But you're such a tiny door. What secrets could you have?
Secrets at the other side.
What will I find there?
A most magnificent garden filled with white roses and tiger lilies. It's called Wonderland.
What just happened?
What do you mean?
Everyone started carrying on for no reason.
I didn't notice.
You mean you didn't notice the music and dancing?
Oh, that. By decree of the queen.
By decree of the queen?
By decree of the queen, that is, by decree of me. Whenever a particular word is mentioned, there shall be music and dancing. Anyone who fails to obey this decree, who fails at the utterance of the word to heed the music and dance like a raving loon, it's off with your head.
That's some stiff talk.
You'll be stiff if you don't obey it.
So, what's the word?
I'd rather not say.
But you must have just said it.
Shrewdly observed.
Is it roses or lilies?
Apparently not.
What about white or tiger?
If it were, I'd be dancing, wouldn't I?
Then the word must be Wonderland?
So now you know.
One word has all that power.
Please don't say it again. My knees are killing me.
Describe to me what that place is like.
It's a land of nonsense and make-believe, of danger, beauty, and imagination. It's a wonderful place in a wonderful world. If you walk through my door, you'll see puzzlement unfurled. We've got felines who grin, caterpillars who smoke, and an egg who knows every word that one has ever spoken. We've got flowers who talk as they bicker and brag. We've a frog
marked poison.
If it were marked poison, no one would drink it.
Well, that would be the point, you see.
Only one way to be sure. Down the hatch.
Here goes. There now. Tastes like Skittles.
Oh, I can't bear to watch.
Relax. Nothing's happening.
What do you mean nothing's happening?
I'm what?
Vanishing.
My hands. They're growing so small. And my feet, the size of dimes. And my voice, I sound like a Christmas elf. What a curious feeling.
That's not pretty. A crane shot up like a telescope. Hardly a foot tall.
What'll I do now?
Look on the bright side.
What bright side? I'm 10 inches high.
Now you're the right size to fit through me and enter the lovely garden.
Yes, that's right, I am.
But you'll need the key.
The key? No, don't tell me. Now I'm too small to reach the key.
That's a pity. A crying shame. Why don't you plan ahead before shrinking?
I could just cry.
Now, no use in that. Something will turn up.
Like what? What's this?
A balanced meal. I bet it's a pizza roll. Or a hush puppy.
It's cake. Should I eat it?
That's what it says.
The food here is very bossy.
Don't complain. There are starving children in the world.
I'll eat it. If it makes me smaller, I'll creep under the door. If it makes me larger, I can reach the key. Either way, I'll get into the garden.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Let's hope it's gluten-free. Which way? It seems I'm remaining the same size.
This is generally what happens when one eats cake.
Wait a moment. Her face is fattening. Her thighs are bulging.
Curious, sir?
By George, she's swelling.
Oh no, I'm growing so tall. My toes, they're moving so far from my fingers. I'll never touch them again. And my voice, I sound like my father. What an awful way for a girl to get through life. 10 feet tall and the voice of a longshoreman. I'll never get through the door now, and I can just forget about prom.
Oh, the Duchess, won't you be savage if I've kept her waiting?
You again?
Ah!
Rabbit, wait! Things are too strange here. From one moment to the next, you can never be sure
Who you are,
where you're going.
how you'll get there, or who you'll meet along the way.
How did you do that?
Do what exactly?
We're suddenly the same size. You've grown.
Or maybe you've shrunk,
But you used to be tiny.
and you were once a giant.
But now we're both normal.
There's no such thing as normal, my dear. Not in your world nor mine. It's just about where you're standing and how closely you're paying attention. The key, if you please. You may pass.
Bye, young lady. Thanks for not breaking us down. Don't forget to write.
We love you.
We don't love her. We've known her for 5 minutes.
You love
Gosh, so embarrassing.
Forgive them. They haven't been open in centuries.
Well, I guess I'm off then to this place. What is it you call it again? Wonderland?
Who are you?
I was told there'd be a garden
A garden?
and a Starbucks.
Explain yourself.
A caterpillar smoking a hookah. What a status update you would make.
I said, explain yourself.
I have been so many sizes today, I wouldn't know where to begin. You really shouldn't smoke, you know.
It soothes me.
Studies show that smoking actually causes more stress than it relieves.
Are you a doctor?
I read about it online.
Then spare me.
But you're not even out of the larva stage. You're still a teenager like me.
Waiting to become a butterfly.
Smoking can stunt your growth.
And I suppose I'll remain a caterpillar forever.
That's too bad. Everyone should grow up at some point.
And what do you plan to grow up to be? A butterfly?
Well, being a girl, I'll soon grow into a woman.
Does a woman have wings?
No, a woman looks very much like I do, except more developed in places.
Please, there are some things a caterpillar doesn't need to know.
Sorry, TMI.
TMI?
Too much information.
Why not simply say too much information?
It's an abbreviation.
You've wasted my time. A caterpillar's life isn't long.
Abbreviations are meant to save time.
But if you have to explain them, they're more trouble than they're worth.
Too much information creates a situation and a nervous anticipation. So we say TMI.
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 Too much information when you don't need clarification and you want to get back to relaxation. So you say TMI.
That's right. Check it out. Abbreviations save you time when you're counting letters and you're on your dime. Texting, tweeting, every kind of greeting. Short and snappy, it's an uphill climb. So APP means application. GAS, greetings and salutations.
A shorthand for communication.
And sometimes they're even fun to rhyme. Too much information. We trim down explanation.
And you save all the consternation
When we say TMI,
Interesting.
we're just cutting to the chase.
I see you take a bunch of letters that you just erase.
Acronyms and cryptic symbols, saving keystrokes and saving space. SKAR, that means skater.
CULA, see you later, alligator.
Check out the new communicator.
In the race, you gotta keep the pace.
Too much information.
LNT, lost in translation.
GRATZ, congratulations. And we say TMI. Too much information. QSO, our conversation.
TFTI, thanks for the invitation.
Gotta say TMI. That is why we simplify to TMI. I think we should agree to disagree.
I think we should agree that I'm right and you're wrong.
It's probably best that I get going.
I don't like you.
I don't particularly like you.
You're being snippy now.
Can you point me towards the garden?
If I knew where the garden was, I would have eaten it by now.
Read all about it.
Hot off the presses.
Queen of Play Decay.
Queen invites Duchess for a game of croquet.
Get your Daily Toad.
Get your child tribute.
Extra, extra.
Breaking news.
Croquet today.
In the garden.
Details inside.
Extra, extra.
In the garden? I'll take one of those.
One of which, Kitten Face?
Clearly she wants a trout tribute.
I think she'd prefer a Daily Toad.
Would you rather have a paper that gives you the news or one that gives you warts?
For the last time, frogs don't cause warts.
Which will be, Sweetkins?
Well, what's the difference between the two papers?
One's written by a frog.
The other is written by a fish.
Those aren't really selling points.
What are you trying to say?
You being a big mouth?
Tell you what, just give me one of each.
Hey, you got it. That'll be 2 flies.
2 flies?
Cost 2 flies a copy.
But I don't have 2 flies. How much for yours?
2 worms. They'll come down to a worm and a half.
I'll match your price.
I'm afraid I don't have any flies or worms.
What do you got?
I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you.
So long, Popsicle. You're out of luck.
See you later, Bright Eyes.
Wait, the garden in which the Queen's croquet match is to take place? I must find it. It's one of the reasons I've come to Wonderland.
Read all about it.
Hot off the presses.
Get your Trout Tribune.
Get your Daily Toad. Read the
Play croquet.
Print is so dead. Hey, wait, which way through the woods? Crazy rabbit? I'm late. That's no reason to run me over. The queen's to play croquet. She's to play croquet. I know already. Chill. Aren't you gonna help me up? No time. I'm terribly tardy as it is. Then at least let me follow you to the garden. You wouldn't be able to keep up. You know, maybe you should take Xanax. My mom says... No time for pharmaceuticals. I'm off to the queen's croquet. Hang on a sec. Rabbit!
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know.
Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak.
Well,
You were taken by surprise.
you could say.
Uncertain what to make of us?
I've never come across anything like the two of you.
You've begun wrong.
The first thing in a visit is to say,
How do you do?
Okay then. How do you do?
There. Now we're afoot.
properly afoot.
I was hoping you could tell me the best way out of these woods. It's getting so dark.
Next, we dance.
But the sun's nearly gone.
We dance now.
Isn't it unsafe?
Dancing?
Nonsense.
Just follow our lead.
No,
Yo, here we go. Round the mulberry bush. The mulberry bush. The mulberry bush. Said yo, here we go. Round the mulberry bush. So very, very early in the morning. Just watch me move and hear me bust the rhyme. Got my jiggy moving, I got funky time.
I can MC, DJ, cut the stress night away.
Big boy medic, I freeze and flare.
Then my head spin, windmill, feet up in the air.
I do halos, helicopters, elbow spins.
I'm common turtles, doing just for grins.
So crazy every time this rhyme begins. Yo, here we go. Down the mulberry bush. The mulberry bush. The mulberry bush. Said yo, here we go. Round the mulberry bush. So very, very early in the morning. So very, very early in the morning. So very, very early in the morning. Yeah.
Two verses and a rap are quite enough.
We shouldn't overexert
Bad for the joints.
in the flats of the feet.
I can keep going.
You don't know what's best for you.
It's fool's folly to continue.
What we need now is some water.
What we need now is an oxygen tank.
What's that strange noise?
My wheezing?
My pantsy?
No, it's coming from over there.
Oh, it's only the king of hearts snoring.
Come on, look at it. Isn't it a beautiful sight?
I'm afraid he'll catch a cold sleeping in the damp grass.
He's dreaming now.
About what, I wonder?
You don't know?
Nobody can guess what another person is dreaming.
Well, he's dreaming about you, I'd wager.
How could you possibly know that?
Well, you're here. And if he was to leave off dreaming about you, where do you suppose you'd be?
I would be here. Same as now.
You'd be nowhere.
What do you mean?
You're only a sort of thing in his dream.
For if the case was to awake, you could go out,
Bang!
like a candle.
The two of you don't know what you're talking about. If I'm only a thing in his dream, what are you two, I'd like to know?
Ditto.
Ditto, ditto.
Hush, or you're gonna wake him.
Then we'd all be kaput.
You know very well you're not real.
I am real.
You won't make yourself a bit realer by crying.
If I weren't real, I wouldn't be able to cry.
Those aren't real tears, no how.
This is all ridiculous. I've wasted too much time with the two of you. I'd better be getting out of these woods. It's getting darker by the minute. Do you think it'll rain?
No, at least, not under here.
It may rain outside, but we have no emotion.
Selfish things. Good night. What's that now?
Oh dear!
Oh dear!
What a thick black cloud that is. And I do believe it's got wings.
The Jabberwock!
The Jabberwock!
The jabber what?
The Jabberwock!
The Jabberwock is coming, better scream and shout. Hide the children for the doors and keep him out.
Oh, the Jabberwock is coming, yes, he's here right now. With beady eyes and yellow teeth and nasty snout.
Oh, the Jabberwock is coming and he sounds real hot.
I swear to you, it won't be pretty if you're caught. It's worse than the sickest dream you ever got. You're good as dead if he can't get you an eye shot.
I can hear him,
He's out there somewhere. I can smell him. He's in the foul air. I can't see him. I'm feeling such fright. He's smiting havoc on us all tonight. The Jabberwock is coming. Better run and hide. If you can dig a hole, you better crawl inside. 'Cause at the very sight of him, people have died. To stay and face him, sure to be suicide. The Jabberwock is coming, bringing fear and gloom. With every inch he's closer, smelling certain doom. Yes, he's been known to rip the dead out of their tomb. You better give the Jabberwock a lot of room. I can hear him, he's getting nearer, and soon I'll be the disappearer. I'm not waiting to be his first fright. His appetite could down us all tonight.
the Jabberwock is coming for us all!
Run! Run!
The Jabberwock!
The Jabberwock is near!
Jabberwock?
Oh, no yawning. Put it out.
Where is she going?
Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, can you comprehend every word I'm saying? Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, every syllable swinging, slaying. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, rhythm of the syntax quite appealing. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, you're nonsensical, logical, thumping feeling.
'Twas thrilling. In the slily troves did gyre and gibble in the waves.
In the way,
Oh, Mimsy, with a throw of bros and a small mouth outgrave.
Outgrave.
You best beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite and the claws that catch.
You best beware the jump, burn, and shut.
and shut.
The frumiest, bandersnatch.
Oh my!
Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, can you comprehend every word I'm saying? Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, every syllable swinging, slaying. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, you know the syntax quite appealing. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, I'm feeling nonsensical, illogical, fucking feeling.
He took his vocal sword in hand, long time to back some foe he sought.
So rested by the tum-tum tree and stood a while in thought.
In thought,
As in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes aflame came whiffling through the tulgey wood and gurgled, as it came.
Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie, can you comprehend every word I'm saying? Jabberwocky.
talkie, rapping every syllable, swinging, swaying. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie. The syntax quite appealing. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie. Really nonsensical, illogical, funky feeling.
1, 2.
1, 2.
And through the vorpal blade went snicker snack.
He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back.
And how's thou slay the Jabberwocky? Come to my arms, my beamish boy.
Oh, frabjous day.
Halloo, Calais.
Chortle in his joy.
Right on, right on.
'Twas really, and the slithy toves did guy ran gibble in the wave.
In the wave.
All mimsy were the borrow probes and the mome rats outgrave.
Outgrave.
You best beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite and the claws that catch. You best beware the jub bird and shun.
And shun.
The frumious,
Frumious.
frumious,
Frumious.
frumious,
Frumious.
bandersnatch,
Bandersnatch.
bandersnatch.
Oh my. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie. Can you comprehend every word I'm saying? Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie. Rapping every syllable, swinging, swaying. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie. A rhythm of the syntax quite appealing. Jabberwocky, talkie, talkie. A purely nonsensical, illogical, funky feeling.
That dude looks just like an egg.
I heard that.
You can't deny the resemblance.
Very provoking to be called an egg. Very.
I said, you look like an egg, sir. And some eggs are very pretty, you know.
Some people have no more sense than a baby.
I didn't mean to.
Stop chattering to yourself and tell me your name and business.
My name is Alice.
It's a stupid name. What does it mean?
Must a name mean something?
Of course it must. My name means the shape I am, and a good and handsome shape it is too. With a name like yours, you might be any shape.
Why do you sit here all alone?
Because there's nobody with me.
Don't you think you'd be safer on the ground? That wall's pretty narrow.
What tremendously easy riddles you ask. Why, if I ever did fall off, which there's no chance of, but if I did, the king has promised with his very own mouth to
send all of his horses and all of his men?
How did you know that?
It's in a book.
In a book?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Yes, all his horses and all his men. They'd pick me up again in a minute, they would.
What a beautiful belt you've got on. Or is it a scarf?
It's a most provoking thing when a person doesn't know a belt from a scarf.
But you're such an odd shape. It could be either one.
It's a scarf, child, and a beautiful one, as you said. It was a present from the king and queen.
Was it really?
Work clothes, real tight. They gave it to me. They gave it to me for an unbirthday present.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not offended.
What's an unbirthday present?
A present given to you when it isn't your birthday, of course.
I like birthday presents the best.
You don't know what you're talking about. How many days are there in a year?
365.
And how many birthdays have you?
1.
Thus, there are 364 days you might get unbirthday presents.
Right.
And only one for birthday presents. There's glory for you.
I don't know what you mean by glory.
Of course you don't till I tell you. I meant. There's a nice knockdown argument for you.
But that's not what glory means.
When I use a word, it means just what I choose it to mean. Neither more nor less.
You decide?
One must master one's words, or they'll master you. They've a temper, some of them, particularly verbs. They're the proudest. Adjectives you can do anything with, but not verbs. However, I can manage a whole lot of them. Impenetrability, that's what I say.
What's impenetrability mean?
Impenetrability is when you've had enough of a subject, and it would mean just as well if you'd mention what you're going to do next, as I suppose you don't mean to stop here all the rest of your life.
That's a lot to make a word mean.
When I make a word do a lot of work, I pay it extra.
You pay your words?
A fair wage. You should see them on payday. A very excitable bunch. I know all words, and thusly I can explain all poems ever invented, and a good many that haven't been invented yet.
It's impossible to know all words.
Many are good friends of mine, or at least acquaintances.
I bet I could stump you.
Do you dare challenge me?
I bet I can find a word online that you don't know.
Online?
Oh, but wait, my phone doesn't work.
Phone?
My smartphone.
Smartphone? What's so smart about it?
If it were charged, I'd be able to access the internet.
Internet?
Yeah, you know, the internet.
I dare say, you've indeed stumped me. You're a crafty one. I see you have your own army of words.
But I haven't even.
Please, don't boast. You've played your words, your strange, strange words. Very well, now goodbye.
Goodbye.
Are we not done here?
I was hoping you could point me in the direction,
I cannot.
but I haven't finished.
I do not point. It's very rude to point.
Then can you at least tell me which way the garden is?
I cannot and will not. Now it's time for you and your bizarre words to be going.
Okay then, if you say so. Till we meet again.
I should know you again if we did meet. You're so exactly like other people.
You mean my face?
That's the primary complaint. Your face is the same as everybody has. 2 eyes, nose in the middle, mouth under. Ho-hum. Now, if you had the 2 eyes on the same side of the nose, or the mouth on top, then possibly I'd remember you.
It wouldn't look nice.
That's not the point. You see, that's your problem. You don't understand. What's that? Did you feel that?
Feel what?
Slippage. I suddenly feel unsettled, unhinged. I'm slipping.
Slipping?
Like I'm slipping and sliding, trying to stay on this wall.
Oh dear.
Don't wanna end up colliding with something hard if I fall.
Is there anything I can do?
Please don't make a sudden shift and stay calm and very still. The side is drifting, could make me take a spill. Scared of the big fall, teetering here on this wall. Ah! Call up the king! Tell him he's just about to crack. Call up the king! If I go, it's with a snack. Tell all the king's horses and all the king's men, prepare to try and do this and together again. They say I'm psychotic, that this is all in my head. But my shape makes me neurotic, filled with this feeling of dread. I always sense that my bottom is just about to roll. These balance issues begun to take its toll. Scared of the big fall, teetering here on this wall. Call up the king! Tell the monkey's just about to splat. Call up the king! If I go, it's with a smack. Tell all the king's horses and all the king's men, prepare to try to do this and together again. Call up the king! Tell the monkey's just about to crack. Call up the king! If I go, it's with a splat. Tell all the king's horses and all the king's men, prepare to try and do this and together again. Call the king! Call the king! Ah, I'm slipping! I'm slipping! Ah!
Oh, you alright? Oh no, that's not good.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. I said, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. I said, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. I said, all the king's
Cheshire cat was right. Laughing flowers. This must be the garden.
Well, well, here comes another.
Similar in ways,
Still less faded and less withered.
But still very mobile.
Am I mistaken, or were you just talking with each other?
We can talk when there's anybody worth talking to.
And can all flowers talk?
as well as you can, and a great deal louder.
I'm Alice.
I have no recollection of a flower called Alice.
Well, I'm not just
Just the same, her face has got some sense in it, though it's not a very clever one.
Still, she's a good color. I don't care about color. If only her petals curled up a little bit more, she'd be all right. I've seen worse flowers.
Me too.
She's no rose, that's for sure.
What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, are you implying that you're better than us?
Well, yes, I am. Isn't it generally accepted that roses are the loveliest of all flowers?
You are so high and mighty.
Always going around like your you-know-what doesn't stink.
Well, it doesn't. I'm a rose.
Oh, the gall. You see, this is why I can't be around you.
Because you feel inferior.
That's it. If I could get in trouble, Rosie. You're all talk, Lily. Shut up, Violet.
Don't tell Violet to shut up.
You shut up too, Daisy.
Oh, I hate it when you all fight over me.
ladies. You should stop bickering.
Who are you to tell us what to do?
Yeah, who are you?
If you don't hold your tongues, I'll pick you.
You're no flower. You're an animal.
Well, that's true, actually.
I feel nauseous.
I feel faint.
Life is cruel.
Don't worry, I won't pick you. But I do need your help. Who was that you were describing earlier?
Earlier, I couldn't say.
Flowers have very short-term memories.
You said she had 9 points?
That's not ringing any bells.
You were all having a great laugh over her.
Laughing? Together? Us?
That seldom happens.
I think the person you were describing might have been the Queen of Hearts, and I'm desperately trying to find her croquet game.
Is that the queen there?
I'll hear no more of it.
Listen to reason, Dumpling.
The croquet must go on.
But there's rain coming. Look at that storm cloud there.
What's a little rain?
Everyone knows you can't play croquet in the rain.
Rain? Did he say rain?
I think he did. I think he said rain.
Yay, rain!
Hooray, I love rain. Open up, ye heavens.
Dinner time!
This is ratchet, simply ratchet. I refuse to play croquet in this rain. Ratchet, simply ratchet. Soggy grass and mud's a miserable pain.
There'll be other days for croquet.
I was partial to this one.
My dear, you simply can't allow the rain to spoil your day.
If I had Mother Nature now, she would surely pay. And I say, this is ratchet, simply ratchet. The clouds above all drizzle and taunt. Ratchet, simply ratchet. I'm the queen, and queens should get what they want.
We could play chess instead.
I would rather watch a beheading.
There's not one scheduled for today. You cleared your slate to play croquet.
Then we must schedule one immediately.
For what offense?
Someone must pay for this rain.
I'll do my best to find your fool, someone dull and naive.
We'll have him break some obscure rule. His head will take its leave.
All the people will heave.
This is ratchet, simply ratchet. I won't sleep a wink till vengeance is mine.
Ratchet, simply ratchet. When you're evil, you're simply divine.
When I'm in a mood, one phrase I love said.
Nothing brings a smile like off with a head.
I don't mean to interrupt, but are you perhaps the Queen of Hearts?
No, I'm the milkman. What does it look like, child?
My name is Alice, so please, Your Majesty.
It doesn't.
Just the same. It's a great honor to meet you.
Curtsy when you address me, girl. This isn't the rodeo.
Yes, of course. Your Majesty. It is most awesome to be in your presence.
Awesome.
Really awesome.
What a queer tongue, wouldn't you say?
Borderline gibberish.
Where are you going and where do you come from? Look up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle your fingers.
She hates finger twiddling.
Where I've been and where I'm going, it's not easy to say.
Try.
I fell down a rabbit hole. And then I came across some talking doors. And well, I went through one of them, and then I lost my way.
Your way? I don't quite understand what you mean by your way. All ways here belong to me.
Yes, without question. I should have known.
There's much you should know.
Nicely put, Dumpling.
Don't call me Dumpling in public.
Sorry.
Shut up.
As you wish.
Now, where was I?
Where were you when?
Before this noodle of a girl interrupted me. Noodle?
I couldn't say.
What was I going on about? Something important.
As I recall, I believe that's something to do with dessert recipes.
No, no, no. It was this ring. I was demanding someone must pay for this ring.
Oh, yes. I remember now. Well, we had better take shelter.
Her! She's to blame for the rain and the end of my croquet. Me? She must be punished.
Really, dear, think about this.
Guards, guards, where are my guards?
Did you call for your guards or for your cards?
Either will do.
We are at your service then.
Off with her head.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You can't behead someone over a little rain.
I can and I will.
She rules by extreme measures.
I only wanted to see the garden.
I wasn't to your liking.
It's not worth dying over.
We all lose our heads sometimes.
King, please, you have to help me.
Really, my sweet, the girl's right. A little rain is no reason to behead someone.
I want heads to roll. Why won't you let me have what I want?
I will, my sweet, I will, but maybe we should consider a more serious charge.
Not rain.
Not rain.
So instead,
a crime of the chopping off of one's head isn't so extreme.
I see. Like theft?
A theft. Now you're thinking.
Do they always talk like this?
Can you think of a theft? A recent theft. So terrible, so ghastly, that it might justify the loss of one's head.
This morning, I believe someone stole my tarts.
Oh, the horror!
Yes, I do believe this very morning, my tarts were ransacked.
Your tarts were ransacked and you're now only telling me?
I only just remembered it.
You just made it up.
Do you dare accuse the queen?
This tart thief must be brought to justice.
Post haste.
Whom do you suspect?
It could have only been one person.
Whom, my love, whom?
The Maid of Hearts.
Maid of Hearts? But we shouldn't behead any of our maids. Good help is so hard to find.
No. The Maid of Hearts is standing before us.
You mean?
Alice.
Alice.
No. That makes no sense. I've never met you till now.
Alice is the Maid of Hearts who stole my tarts. She must be punished.
Of course, it's all fitting together.
Nothing is fitting together. You're all crazy.
You stole my tarts. Off with your head.
I demand a trial.
Waste of time.
But you've proven nothing yet.
Very well. There'll be a trial mediated. I command it. And everyone must attend to see this fiend brought to justice. Everyone, I say. Everyone who calls their home Wonderland.
Come on along. Come join the throng. We're gonna dance about and shout and sing our song.
A bold charade. We've been betrayed. You'll watch our quick solution execution play.
Up with your head. It's so much fun to watch the blade flash red and silver in the sun. Up with her head. Our verdict's in. It's all formality. No way that girl will win. In Wonderland, justice must prevail. No, we have no bail, and no need for a jail. In Wonderland, things are punitive to the relative truth of one's tale. Off with her head. She stole the tarts. She'll meet her fate, can't wait. Our cheers are off the charts.
Off with her head. We'll watch it roll.
We'll set some pins up on the lawn and then we'll bowl. In Wonderland, we must take a stand and repent all things naughty and underhand. In Wonderland, life's not what it seems, like that dream seeming to understand. In Wonderland, even a Jabberwock can save this dumbness from the dread chopping block. In Wonderland, Execution Day is a day of play. This place will run. Execution Day, this place will run. Execution Day, this place will rock. Off with your head!
everybody. The Queen of Hearts, she baked some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Maid of Hearts, she stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We haven't started the trial yet.
Oh, yes. First witness.
The court calls the strange door to the stand. State your name for the court.
I'm a door.
Right. And where did you meet this Alice?
In the Hall of Strange Doors.
And what were you doing there?
I'm a strange door.
Right. And how would you describe your relationship with this Alice?
Cordial, I suppose.
And so you like this Alice?
What I know of her, sure. Except there was this one thing.
Yes.
Oh, it's too monstrous to mention.
Take your time.
Well, I've never been so afraid.
For the sake of the court, we must know.
It's unspeakable.
Speak it, I beg of you. What is this heinous thing Alice has done?
Me and my friends, well, she threatened to break us down.
She did the same to us. She threatened to pick us from our steps. And me, she knocked me from my wall. I had a great fall.
No more questions, Your Majesty.
Witness excused.
Must we continue? Judging from the state of that door, this case is open and shut.
A character of disrepute. Can there be any doubt? The deviousness, the haughtiness.
She tried to take away my joy of smoking.
She tried to buy my newspaper without any flies.
Or worms.
She is.
This trial is becoming a circus.
Pipe down, young lady, or I'll hold you in contempt. Next witness.
The court calls the Mad Hatter to the stand.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty, for bringing these in. I hadn't quite finished my tea when I was sent for.
Take off your hat.
It isn't mine.
Stolen?
I keep them to sell. I have none of my own. I'm a hatter.
Is that so?
Yes, Your Majesty, a very fine one.
Have you ever set your eyes on this girl here?
I dare say I have.
And when was this?
At tea time.
You invited her for tea?
Dear me, no. Why would I do that?
Then how is it, that is to say, that the two of you became acquainted?
She forced her company upon us. She sat herself down at our table, without entreaty, mind you, and gobbled up our crumpets.
She did. I was there. Every company said.
See, if she can gobble crumpets, she can surely steal tarts.
Why are you telling such lies?
And that's not the worst of it.
There's more?
She also mocked the Dormouse's story.
This is more disgraceful by the minute.
She pestered her with questions concerning plot, until she was nearly humiliated.
Her story was nonsense. The Dormouse's story was a moving examination of life and death and everything in between. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? I vehemently object. You agree. I vehemently agree. You see,
You're all mad.
Just like the cat said.
Call the next witness.
But I've not finished questioning this one.
He's eating. Time to move on.
The court calls Tweedledee and Tweedledum to stand.
State your names for the court.
I'm Dee. I'm Dumb.
So you are.
Do you know this girl here?
She accosted us in the woods.
Accosted you?
In the woods, she did.
And how did she accost you?
She forced us to dance. And in doing so, nearly ended us.
That's not true. You asked to dance with me.
And why would we ever do that? Physical activity is not our strong suit. Oh, heck.
What happened next, after you nearly died from dancing?
You don't want to know. You really don't.
Why is that?
You'll never sleep soundly again. No, how?
What happened?
A black cloud came over us. Dark and thick.
A rain cloud?
The Jabberwock!
The Jabberwock!
A thief and a murderer. Wherever she goes, the Jabberwock follows. You see?
Guilty. Guilty on all accounts of stealing tarts from the Queen of Hearts.
Off with her head!
Off with her head! Off with her head! Off with her head! Stay away, all of you! Off with her head! Off with her head! Off with her head! I'm innocent. I mean it. Stay away. Wonderland! Off with her head! Off with her head! Off with her head! Wonderland! Clark. Costumes by Mrs. Bradstreet.
Mr. Bradstreet.